Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Planet Tyro. I'm your host Donald Wonder and you're back here with me for the Year of Lupin 2016. Thanks for checking us out, guys. If you were here on our last video, you probably remember me talking about that Lupin TV movie special, Stolen Lupin, which had an interesting story but kind of tailed off near the end there. But as usual, we're moving forward. We're moving to 2005 and we're going to talk about another Lupin TV special with a very long name, 2005's Angel Tactics, Fragment of a Dream, The Scent of Murder. You know, I'm sure I'm kind of butchering the translation on the English name up, but the names are getting long, man. The name's going to be on the screen, on the description. Let's just call this Lupin Angel Tactics 2005. So when this special starts out, the Lupin gang seem to be going through some troubles. They're being taken apart one by this team of women. And when the movie starts, you just see them each getting murdered and caught and assassinated. And you're thinking, what the hell's going on? And then you realize it's not actually the Lupin team at all. It seems like this terrorist female group are practicing catching the Lupin team. And, you know, it starts off, even though it's got little to do with the plot, it started the movie off with a wow, what the hell's going on? Did the Lupin team finally fuck up? But nope, what actually happens is, and a little bit of a twist in the start of this movie, right from the get-go, Lupin is going for his treasure. He's going to Area 51 in America to steal something called the original treasure. And that first opening scene where he's going in to hijack the Area 51, very nice, very fun. And he goes here to steal a UFO and then to get this original metal. And to be honest with you, that's one of the most unique things about the movie. He gets a treasure from the beginning, and through most of this movie, it's about him trying to figure out how precious the treasure is or why other people want the treasure. So the first 15 minutes, he gets the treasure and everyone's after him to get the treasure. And the main antagonists that I spoke about in the beginning are these group of women that are kind of anti-American terrorists. I don't want to get into spoilers, but they have something against America. Each of the four women have special abilities, or they have their own kind of set. They kind of mirror the Lupin team like some people usually do in these movies. And when the movie starts, I might as well just get straight into the plot. When the movie starts, each of the women in this assassination team are targeting a member of the Lupin team because they believe one of them have got the original metal that Lupin and the team stole from Area 51. And the plot here, I might as well get into it. The plot here is kind of paper thin, which is a bit of a letdown because the animation to this movie is gorgeous. It looks great and it's so funny coming from that last movie, Stolen Lupin, where that movie looked like it was made in 1995. This is, I mean, the animation is like night and day, and the animation looks crisp, it looks colorful. I mean, the first part of this movie, they're set in Las Vegas, and again, Lupin's going on a date with this, well, these women are trying to charm each of the Lupin team. One samurai woman's after Goemon, another woman's after Jigen, and another cross-dressers after Fujiko, and Lupin is just having a fun time. And honestly, most of this movie is just kind of like relaxed, easy going Lupin, these women trying to go after Lupin, but you know, it's kind of fun and jovial. Again, you don't really know why everyone wants the original metal or what the original metal is, but the plot doesn't really seem to care that much until kind of halfway. And then when it does come to a head, and I'm focusing on the story specifically, it was so disappointing. I mean, this is a perfect case, and you know, actually I have this problem with modern anime in general. The animation was beautiful, the action scenes are really good, but there's no story. Like, the story is so hollow. There's one token girl, of one of the four girls, the only one that's kind of not innocent, but the only one you can kind of like, you kind of relate to. And then they don't do much with her. And then another thing that annoyed me the most, man, this special had like a villain twist or whatever that was so bad. It was so lame. It was so bad. I mean, honestly, the women got out of control. All of this, at first it seemed really cool. I was interested in this feminist anti-American movement, and it was really cool to see for once a team of women that the Lupin team have to fight, but they just went too far with it. It went to super crazy women that are screaming. The main two bad girls just end up screaming, attack them, and it just turned out to be some really bad, you know, Xena warrior princess super attack, and their plot was so thin. You just do not care what the original metal's about. You don't really care. the only character you really attached to, you don't really care, and there really isn't much more to say. The movie should have been an hour, and that's what made it even worse. Like I said, in the last half an hour, they tried to make a little plot twist to the enemy. Oh, I guess you didn't know who the bad guy was. Surprise, surprise. And then Lupin and Zenigata team up together to beat them, and it just dragged on. It really did. What a shame. I'm really disappointed with this one because it looks gorgeous. And honestly, like I said, it's like anime today. There's so many good animes that have great animation, but the stories are hollow. And this is one of the best visually looking Lupin movies where the story is crap. It's empty. It's not terrible, but it's boring. They don't build up the characters, and you know, usually I kind of break it down more what Lupin and Jig and all them were doing. They weren't doing anything. The team Lupin were under hunt by this assassin team. The assassin team, you don't get much into them, like I said before. I feel like I'm repeating myself because honestly, I feel like I'm trying to mine. I'm really trying to dig deep to find some context or some depth in this movie, but it really isn't. It just ends up really plateauing and really being superficial and really being very gimmicky, especially the ending. The only noteworthy thing about this is the second time that the movie ends with Lupin flat out killing the bad guy. Point blank, bullet to the head. I think the last time was there wasn't Farewell to Nostradamus. It was that one where the guy sticking his finger in people's ears or something. That was the last movie Lupin just shot someone straight in the head. And it was cool, and they tried to make it, oh, you know, Lupin gets revenge, but it didn't work. I mean, this movie fails on every level except for the animation. The sound is okay. I saw in the Japanese dub. Good music. What a shame. What a shame. It's like fast food. It looks really good on the outside, smells good. Then when you taste it, it's kind of junk. And you know what? I'm going to have to give this one the lowest of the low okay. It didn't make me angry, but I was so disappointed that it just went on too long. It had no depth ultimately, and I felt like the good animation was wasted on this movie, where the previous movie that had such bad 10-year animation could have used this animation. It would, you know, it was just a waste of resources, honestly. And outside feedback from the anime sites, the fan sites, the review sites, it all said the same thing. This is one of the worst ones, to be honest with you. It's one of the worst ones, but it's not offensive. I didn't like it, but it's not horrible. Trying to be fair, but this is a very skippable one. But it's so good looking. It looks so gorgeous, you know. But you know me, guys. There's more depth to me than just pretty colors. You know, eye candy. Give us some more. And with a franchise with over 30 or 40 movies, you gotta pick and choose. So, anyway, I'm sure I've rambled on long enough. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Yeah, it's pretty consensual. Nobody really likes this one, and it really is a big shame. Anyway, that's another one that bites the dust. We're going to move on with the Lupin, guys. Hit the like button if you like the discussion. If you want to, again, share your thoughts, leave them down below. If you want to subscribe to the channel and continue this journey with me through the year of Lupin, I would really appreciate it, you know. Hit that subscribe button to join Planet Tyro. And if you don't want to do that and you want to check out some of our other content, look at the annotation on the right there. You'll see books, TV shows, other animations. We do a podcast. And if you're listening to this on the iTunes feed, really appreciate it, guys. Leave us a review on iTunes. It would really help us grow. And until then, guys, I've been Donald Wonder here at Planet Tyro, and I can't wait to see you on the next video. But until then, take care. Peace out.